Aside from Learn and Grow channel. So today we are going to discuss a topic called while loop in Python. Okay. So what is while loop? And in Python we have two types of loop, for loop and while loop. So when to use while loop and when to use for loops. So for loop is usually you use when you know in advance that how many iteration a particular loop will go. So in for loop we were defining the variable and then okay, let me give you example. So if I run a loop for I in range 0 to 10. So this loop I know this will execute 0 to 9 time. So 10 time it will execute. But in while loop I don't know how much time the loop will execute. It all depends on the condition. So for a while loop we have a condition. So if the condition is true, then the code you have defined in the while loop will keep on executing. And when the condition is false, the loop will exit. You can see the same thing from this diagram. So loop is started, then this evaluate the condition. If condition is true, then a statement will keep on executing. And when the condition is false, then the loop will stop. So we don't know in advance how many time the loop will run. It all depends on the condition. The condition will take care of that in how many time the condition will become false. Okay. So let us take some example so things will be more clear to you. Okay. Suppose I have a variable I equal to 4 and then I use a while I less than 8. You can use brackets also for more clarity, visibility. Print I and then I do I equal to I plus 1. One thing you should notice, you need to change the value of I. If you don't change the value of I, then this condition will always be true and your loop will become infinite loop. Okay, let me run it. So 4, 5, 6, 7. And if I avoid this, then this will be infinite loop. Okay, one more thing, if I do like this here, then it means loop will go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. And if I write something here, print while loop ends. So you see the indentation. So what all coming under the while loop indentation? These are the block of code that will execute when this condition is true. When this while loop end, see the indentation of this print statement. This is outside our while loop. So this print statement will execute when my while loop is completed. Okay. So let us take one or two example more. Okay. I have a variable count. I define it as equal to 0, and while count is less than 9, then I print count value is comma count, and then I increase the value of count equal to, I can write in this way also, count equal to count plus 1. Okay, let me run the loop. So first count value is 0, then this condition executed and count value is also increased, then its value is 1. So till that condition is true, our loop will run. Okay, suppose if I take some condition here that is always true, then our loop will be infinite loop. Okay, if I take while true, print I am infinite loop. So this is infinite loop because this condition is always true, and this loop will keep on executing again and again. So to exit from infinite loop, you have to press Ctrl C. Okay, you can give one here also. This is also infinite loop because Boolean value of print is true always. So that is not equal to something that is not equal to 0. Have value true. Let me check this. So this is true. So this will also make my infinite loop. Okay, if I put 0 here, 0, then what will happen? The loop will not run even a single time. Why? Because condition is false, so it will not execute. Okay, let me give you one very good example. So now let us see the real use case when our while loop come into the picture. So we mostly use our while loop for taking input from user, for taking input from user. While this particular condition is true, take the input from user. Okay, let me give you example. Suppose I have a list we will discuss in upcoming videos. So for this video, you understand list are store the different variables of like or alike types. Like it can be string, integer, anything it can be. So in our list we have 4 values, and suppose I want to write a program that if a user enter any value from the list, then my loop will exit. Otherwise, my loop will keep on continuing. Or I am forcing the user to enter sum of value from my list. Okay, let me show you. I have a variable input in list equal to false. So in Python, we usually use this syntax input underscore underscore underscore. This is called snake syntax also. So this is convention. Better you use it to define a variable. So you have something like, if I write it like this, input underscore in underscore list. This is camel case. This is our camel case. This we mostly use in Java. So you should follow this snake syntax in Python. So I define a variable, and while input in list, while input in list equal to false. One thing to notice here. Here it should be double equal to because you are checking. In case of assignment, A should be like, it should be like equal to this will be. But in loop, we are checking the condition. So we have to take the double equal to here. False. A equal to, I am taking some input from user, int input, please enter a number. And now I am putting if statement in my while loop. If A in list, this value I will set equal to true, so I will come out of my loop. So you try to understand this program. So here this condition is true, and I'm asking user to enter any input a number. So if user enter any number from this, so then this is equal to true. So in till the user will not enter the any value that lie in my list, this loop will continue. And if I enter any value that lie in list value like 1, 2, 3 or 4, then my loop will be exited because this condition is becoming. Okay, please enter a number. If I enter 5, 6, 7, so till I don't enter the value between 1, 2, 3, 4, it will keep on going. So after entering 1, it has came out. So this was very important use case when we use the while loop. Okay, let me give you more examples, then things will be more clear. Okay, so infinite while loops are clear to you. So you give a condition that is always true, then you have infinite while loop. Okay, let me give you example of infinite loop. If you have var equal to 1, while var equal to 1, num, sorry, while var equal to 1, num equal to int, I am taking input from user, enter a number, enter a number, print you entered num. Now this is a infinite loop. Why? Because variable value you are not changing. Variable value is static. It will be always 1. So this will be infinite loop. It will keep on asking you from input again and again. 5, 6, 1, 2. So this is a perfect example of infinite loop. In your code, you should check that your condition should not become a true always. Then in case your code will stuck and you will not come out of the loop. So such type of things you need to take care in your code. Okay, I will see if I can give you more example. So the main difference between for loop and while loop is clear to you. For loop you execute when you know the iteration in advance, but while loop is based on your condition. When you don't know how many times the loop will execute, so your loop will continue to execute till your condition is true. So I hope things are clear to you. So main use case was for taking input from the user. Suppose you are constructing a game or something you are constructing. Okay, suppose I take a variable want to play equal to yes is a variable defined, and if I take while want to play equal to yes, and I take some input from user want to play equal to input, do you want to play game? Okay, so let me execute this code. So if user enter yes, 1 second. If user entered yes, this will be infinite loop. Till the user entered that I don't wanna play game, this will not come out. So if he enters some other value which is not equal to yes, suppose he entered no, then he will come out of the loop. So this was all about while loop. I hope it is clear to you. So in the next video, we will discuss list and more complex list dictionary. We will discuss more practical example and real practical scenarios. So I hope you like this video. So if you like my channel, please subscribe it. You will get more of knowledgeable things here. Thank you for watching.